Welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today we're examining the QQQ, the Nasdaq 100 tracker, to see what the recent news and chart data are telling us. The Nasdaq has seen some volatility in recent days, with the 10-year Treasury yield rising above 4% for the first time since August, which is causing some concerns about inflation. However, oil prices have retreated somewhat, giving the market a bit of a boost. Despite these conflicting signals, we're going to dig into the QQQ's charts to see if we can identify any trends and potential trading opportunities. First, let's take a look at the daily chart, which shows the bigger picture of the QQQ's price action over the past few months. As we can see, the QQQ has been in an overall uptrend since the beginning of the year, but recently it has been consolidating. This consolidation might be a sign that the bulls are taking a breather, but it could also be a setup for a breakout to the upside. Zooming in on the 1-hour chart, we can get a better sense of the QQQ's short-term price action. Looking at the past week, we see a clear pattern of higher highs and higher lows, indicating a bullish trend. However, we also notice that the price has been hitting resistance around the 371 level, which could be a sign that the bulls are losing momentum. If the QQQ breaks below the 368 level, it could signal a shift in momentum to the downside. Moving to the 15-minute chart, we'll get an even more granular view of the QQQ's price action. Over the past few hours, the QQQ has been trading within a tight range, with buyers and sellers seemingly locked in a battle. This indicates a lack of strong conviction in either direction. We can see a few interesting candlestick patterns emerging on this time frame, which could provide some insights into the QQQ's short-term direction. Let's focus on a specific range of candles on the 1-hour chart, from October 7th at 1600 hours Universal Time Coordinated to October 8th at 4 o'clock Universal Time Coordinated. This time frame highlights the QQQ's response to the news about the 10-year Treasury yield topping 4%. As we can see, the QQQ initially experienced a sharp drop, but then bounced back to regain some lost ground. This could be a sign that the market is not overly concerned about the rise in interest rates, at least not yet. Now, let's return to the daily chart and examine the QQQ's longer-term price action. The QQQ has been consolidating for several weeks, but it has held above its 200-day moving average, which is a key level of support. This suggests that the bulls are still in control, even if they're taking a breather. If the QQQ breaks above the 375 level, it could signal a bullish breakout, potentially leading to further gains. In conclusion, the QQQ is currently in a state of flux, with both bullish and bearish factors at play. The recent news about inflation and interest rates has created some uncertainty, but the market seems to be resilient for now. The daily chart suggests that the bulls are still in control, but the 1-hour chart reveals potential for a short-term pullback. The QQQ's key price levels to watch are the 368 level, which could be a support level for the short term, and the 375 level, which could be a resistance level for the near future. If the QQQ breaks above the 375 level, it would be a very bullish signal. On the other hand, if the QQQ falls below the 368 level, it would likely signal a shift to the downside. Keep an eye on the QQQ's volume and candlestick patterns to get a better sense of its short-term momentum. Finally, remember to always manage your risk and be prepared for potential price volatility. As always, this is not financial advice, and you should always conduct your own research before making any investment decisions. Stay tuned for more in-depth chart analyses on Explain the Charts.